Well, Deadpool's coming out, right?
Yup.
This is Jerome Conover. I'm here with Justin Rogers. Just trying to do a promo for the bullshit we're about to do here in the coming months.
We got fucking theme music.
We got theme music. We're rock stars.
Hey guys, welcome to our fucking podcast. My name is Sweet. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, so what are we hoping to see with Deadpool? If we're going to talk about anything before we go see it here in a couple of days, what are we hoping to see?
A better portrayal of the Merc with the mouth, and the way that it's been presented, it seems like it's pretty more comic accurate, which I'm stoked about. The guys who wrote the script a few years back are the dudes who wrote Zombieland, which is really good. And it's only been revised, I guess, a couple more times since that. And the script originally leaked online, and so nerds ate that up. Was like, this movie's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, people are already saying it's basically the best comic book movie ever made.
Yeah, that's...
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that.
I don't know. I mean, teach their own. Like, everyone has their opinion on what's the best comic book movie. You know, you have everyone who's like, God, Nolan Batmans! And then you got, Burton Batmans! You know, and then you got like the really old school people who's like, no man, it's all about the Dick Donner Superman movies.
If anything, I'm hoping that...
I think the first Blade is one of the best comic book movies ever.
It's true, actually. Blade is a comic book movie. I'm hoping that the movie does well, and overall Hollywood learns a little bit of a lesson that you can sell rated R movies. You can still make these films, and you can make comic book movies for adults.
Yeah.
Because all the kids like us that grew up reading these things are all adults now, and
Well, I mean, look at the 80s. I mean, it's a prime example. All the coolest movies were rated R.
Right.
Like Aliens, Terminator, Total Recall was the 90s, but yeah, same thing. Like mid 80s, early 90s. You got the Total Recall movies, the RoboCop movies.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
You heard me. I said it.
Roadhouse. But yeah, dude. Like those were all some of like the better movies, the Lethal Weapon movies, so like those are a lot, like, those are just as iconic in people our age and a little older,
right? Just
as much as, like, the Star Wars movies, the Dark Crystal, the Goonies,
right?
Lost Boys, another prime example, like, everyone loves that movie when it's just very alright. I said it. But, with Deadpool, it's going to be as faithful as it can be. It doesn't go full retard. Where, it makes it where it's still kind of passable from things that I've read. Like, in the comic books, Deadpool has an inner monologue. There's no inner monologue in the movie, but he does break the fourth wall. And he does do other things. And he is self-aware that he is in a movie.
Right.
Much like how in the comics he's self-aware.
Right, he's in a comic book, right?
Yeah. So, I'm stoked. I'm going back and reading old issues of Deadpool. Just getting more stoked. And, like, they've already greenlit the sequel.
Right.
The movie, I think, was made on, like, $25 million.
Yeah. Well, this is the first movie. What I'm hoping to see, too, is their interconnection with the other movies, if any, because we know, obviously, we see X-Men like Colossus. We know that the X-Men exists in the storyline.
You see the Blackbird, and
yeah.
I guess you see kind of the X-Mansion.
Really?
And yeah, so the funny thing is okay, you have X-Men Apocalypse coming out this year as well, and that's set in the 80s. So Deadpool is either set late 90s or current time. I mean, the script was written back in 2007, maybe? Yeah, when did that horse shit X-Men abortions.
I pretended that movie doesn't exist. Yeah. That actually goes down as one of my...
That never happened! The punch was served!
Yeah.
They were invited!
We were invited. It goes down as one of my worst films ever made, actually.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bravo to the asshole who leaked that online. Bravo, sir. Bravo. You know,
But yeah, I'm hoping to see how this movie will connect to other films, because that's, to me, is the most like exciting thing about all these comic book films, is their interconnection. So I'm hoping maybe by the next Wolverine movie we'll see Wade Wilson and Logan together on screen, which would be awesome to see.
Maybe, because the next Wolverine movie is the last Hugh Jackman movie.
Right.
So, light. So I don't know if they're going to continue with Wolverine, or if they're going to, like, you know, get a new actor for him. But it's rumored that with the sequel to Deadpool happening, it might be a Cable Deadpool storyline.
Yes, I've heard
which
that.
will introduce Cable. But then, because of how fucked up the Singer X-Men Fox universe is, like, is Cable Nathan Dayspring Summers going to be the child of Scott and Jean Summers?
Right.
When he got killed off, you know, Cyclops gets killed off in X-Men 3, which never happened now because of Days Future's bullshit.
Right.
And
also, will that movie set up X-Force?
Yeah.
And I have to specify X-Force. Last time I got confused between X-Force and X-Factor.
Yeah.
But X-Force is the team led by Cable.
Right. Which was originally one of the versions of X-Force is what was led by Cable, because it was originally the New Mutants from like the 80s, and then like once Cable like came from the future and was like, I'm some militant badass, shit's going down, let's go kids. Then they went on the run and it became the X-Force. And then that happened, that went away for
like
a while.
Mercenary mutant force?
Yeah,
kind of like the A-team of mutants.
Yes, pretty much that's what it is. Because
whereas X-Factor was like the government sanction. It's kind of almost like a division of S.H.I.E.L.D. almost. Like it's like a government sanctioned group of mutants.
Yeah, which when X-Factor first started, it was the original 5 X-Men. Yeah. It was, it's the original 5. Cyclops, Iceman, Angel, Beast, and Jean Grey. But then the second version of X-Factor was when Havoc ran it.
Yeah, it's the one I always remember.
Yeah, so it was Havoc.
Multiple Man.
Havoc, Multiple Man, Strong Guy, Wolfsbane, and Richter, and Polaris.
Yes.
But there's been an even newer run of X-Factor, I get now it's been quite a while, which was written by this dude, Peter David, which I hope they ignore kind of the Havoc era and the original X-Men era of X-Factor and just do this, which Peter David turned X-Factors into like a detective agency.
Yeah. So
like it was more like a crime noir.
Yeah.
And
but it could work because we've already seen Havoc in the Bryan Singer films.
Yeah, you kind of have. Like, Havoc barely did anything in Days Future Past, and he was not really used that much, and he was a dick in First Class.
I actually liked his character. Why was he a dick?
He was like the smug white guy. Like, he was like the preppy dude, like, meh, I'm a Billy Badass. Like, he was the dude that picked on all the other New Mutants. Like, of the First Class. He was the jock. He was the fucking Zack of the group.
Right. In a group full of nerds, he was the type of...
Yeah, dude. In a room full of screeches, he was Zack. But yeah, like, so since they know that they can't bank on Wolverine or their horrible version of Mystique,
right?
Since this is Jennifer Lawrence's last film, thank God.
I think they were trying to transition into Gambit, which is why all the talk about Channing Tatum playing him came up. It seemed like I think they were banking on that carrying the next couple of films.
Yeah.
All right. With that, we're going to call it an end. We will be talking to you again next week after watching Deadpool, where we will have more to talk about.
Yup.
Good night.
Bye.